Hello everybody, ncolyer here, and welcome back to the Strange Craft. This is episode 13, and today we're starting things off at my base. However, not going to be working on it today because I know that would be 3 episodes in a row, and that is kind of boring to watch. I understand that. So instead, we're going to be building a farm in my base today, not just working on my base. And we're going to be building a coral fan farm. Because if you didn't know, in Minecraft, if you actually bone meal the wall in a warm ocean, which is where my base completely is, you can actually get coral fans. If you bone meal the floor, you also get seagrass and fans. So I actually spent some time in creative with Carnage designing a coral fan farm, and it actually happens to be exactly 5 blocks wide, which just so happens to be the exact space I have in one of these under the pathways. So I'm actually building a coral fan farm in this little area. So first step I just completed, and that was getting materials and also walling this off, because the next step is actually going to be draining this area. So I need to grab my, if I could stop, okay, good enough. If I need to grab my sponges, which I have 46, that should be enough. I need to actually drain this and then break all the coral and then start seeing what kind of area I had to work with. I hate clearing things because water is so annoying. And after a little bit more time, all the water is cleared, all the sand is cleared, and the little bit of stone that was right here is cleared. So this is as much area as I have to work with. I can go down a little bit over here if I need to. But this quartz is actually the roof of my ceiling, or like this is the roof of the storage system on the inside. So I really can't, as you can see, I really can't go any farther down from here. So this hopefully should be enough height, though. This is about 12 blocks, so should be all right. I'm going to go ahead and start planning out where the actual farm is going to go and see if I can actually fit a decent collection system in here as well, because that's actually the hardest part. So here is the start of the farm that I got so far. So how this is going to work is there's going to be water along in here where the dispensers, and they're going to fire using an observer clock, a 4-game tick clock. They're going to fire, and a bunch of, you're going to stand here and you're going to mine the coral, and then it falls down, gets collected by this, and then gets dropped into a water stream that is going to take the items over here, probably down way back here, and then up, and then across, and then a water stream for five 1-wide tileable 2-speed shulker loaders. I think that's going to be the best way I'm going to do. I'm too fancy for normal storage systems, so it's obviously going to do a shulker storage system. So I think the best way to do is send the items under and then up into the top, because the one that I have, the input's on the back and the output's over here, and I want the input to be here. I think so. Yeah, I guess I need to finish actually getting this farm in place. That's probably a good first step. And after even more time, the farm is actually now done. As you can see, when you flip this lever, you can hear all of the dispensers running. That is quite loud. But anyway, yeah, so the way that this works is powering these rails here, powers these dispensers, powers the dropper, and it just sends it on a circuit all the way around, so it fires all of these dispensers really quickly, and then we'll just stand here with a silk touch hoe, and then just hold down left click, and then just mine through all of the coral, fall down, fall into this collection system here, and get dispensed out into this water stream. Now the next step is storage, and that's going to be the absolute hardest part about this entire build, because we have to fit 5 loaders into a 5-wide space and have a water stream going through it. So that's gonna be fun. Well, that was certainly fun to say the least. So I have the output water stream here that runs all the way across. I forgot to fix this. I just need to place these blocks in. Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, I have this water stream that's coming over, and then it's coming up through that soul sand elevator there, and I can break that if I can, not from there. I can't get up there. And up here, finally, it just comes up, flies across, and then goes into this water stream, and then these are the pickup hoppers. Now at the moment, all of the hoppers are completely empty, and that is the next stage of things I need to do, is I need to fully load and filter, set the filters for everything. In order to do that, these are double speed, shulker loaders. So there is a dropper. I can't really show you very well, but this on the other side of this piston is a shulker box. This is the dropper that feeds things into the box. So I have to fill this dropper full of items, and then this hopper has to have the first slot and then 4 filter items, and then this one has to have one and then 4 filter items, and then this one has to be full, and then the hopper up there needs 18 items plus 4 different filter items. So now I have to go get that, and also a lot of coral fan, which means I need a lot of bone meal so I can run the farm. I figured I might as well actually show you how this farm works while I'm gathering coral to actually fill this thing. So all you do is flip the lever, you push right up against, you just hold down left click, and as you can see, you get the timing down right. You can just go down the line and break all the coral fans that get collected and transport it off. Super simple. And finally, after just sitting at the farm AFK for a little bit, I have red filter set up, and the yellow filter was set up. I don't know where the yellow went. Blue, purple, and magenta. What happened to the yellow filter? Interesting. Much better. It's actually working now. I don't know what was happening, but it's functional now. So I got bubble, brain, tube, horn, and fire coral filters all set up. So in other words, this is now a fully functioning farm with storage system and everything included. Only other thing that I need to actually incorporate is a way to get in here, because at the moment my high-tech entrance is this, which isn't exactly very fancy, not something I want to do. So I need to try to figure out some sort of entrance to get into here, and I'm really not quite sure yet, but I have a decent idea. So I'm pretty close to being done after more time than I really care to admit working on this, but I've just placed a pressure plate in there, so if I stand on this, powers that, opens the door. Should work just like that. There we go. And then on the way out, just gotta click this note block. Perfect. And I can actually break this block, I think. Good. I'm glad I actually could. Perfect. That's actually quite nice. And it closes up behind you on the way in, just not on the way out. But I can live with that. I can live with that. That's actually a really nice entrance too. I really wanted to do like a 3x3 flush piston door, but in the center of one of these. But as you can kind of see, it's in the middle of everything. Both these, and all of this. It's right in the middle. So this is a nice little piston door though. I like this quite a lot actually. Well, as it turns out, this is actually not completely fleshed out because I just went AFK at this coal fan farm for 25 minutes, just to kind of test it out, do like an actual full run and stuff after I got all the filters in place, and this filter broke and this filter broke, and it was all a giant mess. So I went ahead and already fixed that, so all the filters are back up. But the problem now that I'm facing is that there's a little bit of overflow problem. So I think what I'm going to have to do is, in a perfect world, I would just put 2 sorters for each of the different colors. So I'd have a total of 10. So 2 red, 2 yellow, and so on and so forth. But as you can see, I don't exactly have the room to add another set of loaders. So I guess I should put a cycling stream and then just pray I don't crash the server with how many entities are going to be going through. Or I just have the overflow. So hopefully this little fix is going to help deal with things. I think this might just cause a giant loop of items that could lag out the server, so I just have to make sure not to AFK this farm too terribly much. But all I have here is a simple little dropper with a 2-speed hopper unloader, and then just a simple comparator and observer unloader clock. So this just drops it right into the water stream, and then it goes around in a circle, so on and so forth, until it gets picked up, or it despawns, or it lags out the server, whichever one of those comes first. So I just need to place a water bucket right here again, place that back, and that should hopefully mean that that is a bubble column again. I need to double check that. And yep, there it goes. Well, everyone, unfortunately that is all the time I have for this one. I know it's not particularly exciting, just built the farm and the storage system, but Overall, I think it was a pretty productive episode, as well as upcoming. I am at 89 subscribers at the time of this recording. So if you go ahead and hit 100, I'm gonna try to do something kind of special. I don't know how big I'm gonna go with it, but I'm gonna try to do 100 sub special. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Also, there are some big things planned for future episodes, so stick around for those. But that is all. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.